Welcome back, everyone. Time for another fun review. Some reviews are just more fun than others. They're all fun, but this is going to be a nice one. Today I'm reviewing the Fuente work of art. This is the natural, and it is spectacular looking. I want you to get a full view of this cigar. It's a Figurado 4 7/8 by 4660, 4660, 4 7/8 long, and it's just simply beautiful. I mean, it's just really fun to look at. But as I've said before, cigars are not made to look at. Now, what we're going to do with this one, it's going to be a short review, is we will take off just a smidge of the cap, like just this little nipple end. These are made, this is part of the Hemingway collection, and of course these use the African Cameroon wrapper. These are rare. I bought this at a local shop here where I live in Colombia. So right there is all we're going to light. It will feed from that. Let's get to some flavors. Ooh, already it's just a blast of sweetness. There is so much intense pepper and sweetness. The sweetness is one of very light vanilla right now. This will fan out slowly. I want it to go slowly. There's a lot of pepper and vanilla mix right now. Maybe a little faint raw almond. Of course, this is early, and this cigar is going to change a lot from this initial flavor profile. So let it sit there for just a minute, and we'll be right back. We'll have some fun with this one. Now we have just started, but I've already picked up a few more notes. There's some cedar, but primarily it's a lot of sweet vanilla, which is now beginning to get a little creamy, and a ton of pepper. The finish is one of pretty much almond. I would call it a raw almond finish right now, and some vanilla hints. So I think the vanilla will creep over into the finish before too long. The draw is very good. It's a pretty nice mix of cedar and vanilla. So there we are. Very early, but the Fuente Hemingway work of art is underway. About an inch in. And Cameroon cigars are known for their sweetness, and this cigar has it. The sweetness is a good combination of vanilla and cedar, and it's an odd combination, but this cigar has it. And the pepper is just amazing. It's almost over the top, but it's not overbearing. The finish now is one of pretty much vanilla. It's a creamy vanilla, and the pepper is somewhat lingering at this point. So I would call the cigar medium bodied. It may extend out to medium to full or approaching full bodied, but at this point, that's where we are. About an inch in. We'll be back later. About an inch and a half in. Look at the ash. Very nice. very even burn. There's cinnamon notes now. The cedar notes have sort of given way to what is now cinnamon, and cinnamon is mixing nice with the vanilla. Cinnamon is really playing a little bit of a lead flavor over the vanilla right now. The pepper remains very good. Very peppery cinnamon with vanilla undertones. The cedar is very far down. You can detect it. I can detect it, but it's hardly detectable. The finish is still pretty much vanilla, and there is the slightest bit of almond. So the cigar has made a decent change, fairly sizable change, going to cinnamon notes. As you can tell, the ash is getting a little weak, and it may be time to let it fall off, but cigar's been very good. It's still what I call medium bodied at this point, so we don't have a lot more to go, but I'll be back. We're easily at the midpoint, and the cinnamon notes are still there, very prominent, and they're starting to become a little rich. Not a lot, but some richness there. Um, there's a lot more almond notes on the finish, toasted almond, but the primary flavor you get on the draw now is cinnamon. There is that richness there, sweet, rich cinnamon. And I think the vanilla is helping it there. Still have those cedar notes too, so cigar is not overly complex to me. It has changed, but it's made some nice changes. The cinnamon is really flavorful. So at the midpoint, there we are. You can really get those roasted almonds on the finish, combining a little with that vanilla. That's about it. It's about an even split, vanilla and roasted almonds. And there is some lingering pepper. So there we are at the midpoint. Well, as you can see, I'm pretty much at the end, so I'm going to wrap it up. The cigar is remaining very rich. The cinnamon is very rich and spicy and peppery. I really like it. The roasted almonds on the finish are nice. The finish, if it goes long enough, does go back to vanilla. So the longer you withhold from taking another draw, you'll feel the vanilla. You'll taste the vanilla come in solely. But been a very good cigar. Medium to full. Um, when I think of Powerhouse Fuente cigars, I think of the Opus X or the Añejo. This is a very good cigar, and I've enjoyed it a lot. For me, it's not in that class. It's a separate thing. It's very sweet and cinnamony, and got a lot of vanilla notes, great pepper. But all in all, the Arturo Fuente Hemingway work of art gets a score of 91. It's a very, very good cigar. Fuente makes great cigars, and everyone knows that. So I suggest you try it if you haven't. These are rare, so look for them in your shop. Great cigar. Fuente Hemingway work of art, 91.